shot you want.
Yeah, no, we got better. We got to keep driving it. They're trying to pressure us a little bit. We got to finish some of our good looks, too.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right, Dennis, boy, frustrating couple of weeks. It looked like right before this losing streak started as Phoenix turns it over.
That's Booker's fifth turnover already.
My goodness. Opening seconds of the quarter, Antetokounmpo, the spin to the cup, a little bit of contact, no whistle. Phoenix, Booker, transition three, that's good. They're starting to turn a corner. They'd won 4 straight games.
Yeah.
Then the Beal injury, and now they are in legit desperation mode with 7 regular season games left. Connaughton, that's a deep 3, a little bit short, and the rebound Gillespie.
Well, it's a great block out there by Dunn, getting a body on Antetokounmpo immediately.
Corner 3 from Dunn is well short. Gillespie, straightaway 3, that's his.
Chance points, great effort there by Grayson Allen to keep it alive.
3-point answer at the other end.
Well, you've got to give him that and play for the drive. If he makes that, there's just nothing you can do about it.
Offensive rebound, Richards. Out to Booker. Contested 3 split with this team, and yet here they are now, left in the regular season with the potential of missing the playoffs. It would just be catastrophic.
It would be, and any kind of defensive identity over the year, a bottom 5 defense in the league.
Porter trying to work against Beal, misses badly. Long rebound to Kuzma. Trent from deep. As Milwaukee's lead back up to 8. Allen on the drive takes a hip check on
step, but look, ultimately, you can put in schemes, you can teach your system, but you have effort and the concentration to get it done every night, and this group has not done it.
Let's check in with Dennis.
Well, Stan, you bring up such a great idea. When Bud was in Atlanta, as Giannis gets the easy. Defensively, they got stops. The ball movement was there. So you ask the same question with this team. 3 guys we know can put the ball in the basket, but is it a
haven't been good in the second half. They give up fast break points. There's just not much they take away as a team, and it's hard to get it done as Porter.
So this summer, Stan, it's tough now for James Jones, that front office, to figure out how do we fix this team. As much as we love Kevin Durant being the first ballot Hall of Famer.
5% clip, 6 of 10 from 3 are the Bucks.
Both ways.
Milwaukee has scored 7 unanswered. Antetokounmpo over the top of Richards, a little bit short. And the rebound corralled by Dunn.
Well, that's an area where Giannis has gotten a lot better this year, shooting that mid-range jumper.
Just when you think he couldn't get better in any offensive categories, what a shot. And we got a 10-point game here in Milwaukee.
He's got 16 already, 16 of the 31.
For your season, Bradley Beal still out, 8th straight DNP for him as he continues to rehab from the hamstring injury. 28th game that he
shooter in the league. We've got a lot of them out here. Milwaukee went zone, but then just didn't cover the best shooter on the floor.
Lopez passed up the open 3, fades away. Unbelievable.
7-footer shooting a 1-footed fadeaway against you from the free throw line. Now Porter takes away his left hand, but he gets back to it.
Suns reset. Allen lets it fly. Back iron. Now the rebound by Prince.
A very good defense there by Kuzma on the closeout and contest.
Second time these 2 teams are meeting in a week. Nice finish. They met at Phoenix in what was a thrilling finish. Phoenix winning that game 108-106. But far different set of circumstances tonight.
We said coming into tonight, we've got a lot of shooters out there, and these teams are proving it tonight.
Knicks in Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers, and the Pistons in Oklahoma City, and then TNT Thursday, Memphis, Miami, and Golden State Lakers in a game that will have all kinds of playoff implications. NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Porter misses a little bit short. Long rebound, Jones. Phoenix trying to fight their way back. They're within 8. Here comes Allen. Euro stepping into the corner to Dunn. Got it.
shooting 63%, 55% from three, and haven't missed a free throw and only be up 5. But
his rookie NBA season after 2 collegiate years at Virginia. Nice looking by Kuzma to get him his first points of the night.
Well, took advantage of the size advantage he had and was just able to get over the top on the drive.
Here comes Allen, full head of steam, and he gets to the rack. So Phoenix Suns team, Stanley was down 15 points just a couple of minutes ago now, finally showing some life. Kuzma, and the loose change corralled by Martin underneath.
Well, that was a big-time drive by Grayson Allen to finish over the 3rd leading shot blocker in the league.
Suns without Kevin Durant, still without Bradley Beal, as they begin the night number 11 in the West. Allen, boy, desperate play to save that backcourt violation. Into the corner, that is
what does in this game. No lead is safe, and especially with these two teams, 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. Kuzma travels.
Milwaukee crowd in his 2 years here as a Buck. Joined the team off their NBA championship run a couple of years ago. Booker back into the game, and we're getting incredibly, some of those defense.
You know, anything can happen out here, and leads can disappear quickly. We have 2 of the best shooting teams in this entire league.
Devin Booker has led this Phoenix team, which ranks 2nd in the league in 3-point shooting at better than 38%. 1 slot ahead of Milwaukee, who enters the night number 3 in the league. Antetokounmpo double teamed into the paint. Lopez out to Rollins, open 3, splash.
And he scores or gets fouled. We saw that earlier. You double team him and you're dealing with, as you said, one of the best 3. Now has 11. Rollins has 8 and hasn't missed a shot with 3 assists and 2 steals. These 2 guys have been absolutely key for these teams, especially through the injuries.
We crossed the 4-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. Rollins trying to find the seam and goes.
That's 20 points in the paint for Milwaukee already, and too many of them getting to the rim with no contest.
Joe, and we are tied. Good defensive hands by Martin. Antetokounmpo back on the wing, Connaughton. And this is going to be a turnover.
Constant energy. We've seen him on the offensive glass tonight. Steps in and takes a charge there.
Booker coming around to have their first lead of the night.
Big leads, especially in the first half, mean absolutely nothing in today's NBA. And you see Phoenix, they're going to come and double Antetokounmpo even on the perimeter.
Beautiful little backdoor cut.
Well, Connaughton hasn't played a lot. 18 DNPs since early February, but when he's gotten minutes, he is a great cutter.
As they are 1 game behind Sacramento.
In the game, and I think the referees are told to call those things, so I'm not saying he's wrong maybe in what he's taught, but that call had no effect whatsoever.
Point lead, but Milwaukee seeing their 15-point lead evaporate. Phoenix taking a brief lead.
It's an area where he's gotten a lot better.
So Milwaukee now out of fouls, trying to stay in front of Booker. Goes all the way through, covering a lot of real estate. Booker back inside. Richards 1 to shoot, so a little bit.
10th Phoenix turnover. Each team with 10 now.
Milwaukee Bucks 40 and 34, number 6 team in the East. As Antetokounmpo, the spin, the shot, and psychologically, how quickly can Doc Rivers? But this current 4-game slide that they're trying to fight their way through.
Wow, Antetokounmpo 7 for 7 at the free throw line tonight. When he does that, it makes it very tough to stop them because he's a hard guy not to foul.
Here comes Booker down the paint into the corner. That's a tough 3 from Gillespie, and the weak side clear by Lopez with a $1:20 left in the half. So Phoenix team that was shooting sub 35% in the first quarter Antetokounmpo.
But they clearly have nobody that can guard him one-on-one. They've got to get a second defender.
So Devin Booker at the over 89%, second best. Just think of the lean years that he had to endure in Phoenix. Such high hopes with this big three after they bring in Bradley Beal, obviously Kevin Durant, and it just has not happened yet for this core group. As we're going to get into
threes, but that's a good call.
Nice to see you compliment the officials.
Oh, I'm the official's best friend. Than that.
Both teams are out of fouls. Antetokounmpo steps into a three, well short. Offensive rebound, Kuzma, then it's poked away. Gillespie got a hand on it. Final 25 seconds of the half. A Phoenix Suns team that was down by as many as 15 points, trying to cut into a 4-point deficit. About a 5-second difference. Shot to game clock. Booker out front to Martin. 3 to shoot. Martin, and he's going to